Welcome, in front of me is a Google Pixel 4, and today I want to show you how to connect your controller just so you can use it with specific games. So for this I will be using the Xbox One controller, as you can see. Now keep in mind this will work most certainly with the Xbox One that has well, this kind of design. There's a first generation Xbox One which won't work. The second generation, I guess, of it comes with Bluetooth, so you will need that. And Xbox 360 won't work unless you plug it in, so we're doing this on a wireless connection. So you want to first power it on like you normally do and put it into connecting into the connect mode. So hold the button and it starts blinking like so, and then you can find it in the Bluetooth section. So pair a new device, and tap on the controller, and you can see that it becomes solid now. So now specific games support full use of controllers. So for instance, something like Call of Duty will use it to the full potential. So I'm just gonna really showcase it really quickly. As you can see the letters. So A to continue, which, as you will see, continues normally. Yeah, let's close this. So I'm just going to use the controller off the screen so you won't be able to see it, otherwise I'll be blocking the phone, which would defeat the purpose. But as you'll see now, it works just fine. The controller might be a little bit wonky where it starts drifting down, but that's the fault of the controller, not the game itself. But as you can see, you can do all that normally. Now you can see that all the buttons are automatically mapped. Also you can see what button does what by the letter of the controller that is assigned to it. So you have X to reload, B to crouch, A to jump. And the drift isn't necessarily the most helpful thing. So you can see it's working just fine. Yeah, so I'm just gonna quit this because I want to show also a case where it actually doesn't work all the way. So for instance, Black Desert is a good example. Now keep in mind, if you use a program like an Octopus, if it gets updated to the point that it actually works again, at the moment of making this video it does not. So if I try to launch it, it will either freeze up or just tell me to download a different program, stuff like that. So not very reliable at this moment and can't get it to work. Now I also can't find any other program that does this just as well as Octopus used to do it. But what it basically allows you to do, it adds an overlay over your device where it interacts with the controller itself, where you can just drag everything to collect later. So you would be able to drag over all the buttons of your controller over like the icons right here, and then by pressing them, the overlay would interact with the display itself. It might not work just as well as when you have a native controller, but it's still better than nothing. Now, as you will see, here it works. Actually, it looks like it has a full support, judging by the letters as well. So maybe I just needed to restart the game. But as you can see, it works. Well, this one works fine, I guess. But you might encounter other games that just don't work flat out, and you might have the controller plugged in, but they just don't like react to it, and that's where you would want to use the overlay. So I'm just gonna re-show the app. So it's right here, Octopus, GamePad, mouse, keyboard, key mapper, and just as a quick how it works, you basically have kind of like an overlay where you just drag it over on the screen where you would have the thumbstick, and yeah, and then it just interacts with it. There's not much I can really show because it doesn't work at this moment, and I couldn't find anything else that would, like I said before. But you can try this on later on and see if it works for you. Maybe once they update it, like I said, it will work again. Keep in mind also that, for instance, the Octopus itself is not supported with specific games. For instance, PUBG will completely remove you from the game if it detects some kind of overlay in there, so you're not really allowed to use it. And I'm not exactly sure what other games are in that category, but I'm fairly certain that PUBG is one of them. But yeah, this would in a way finish up what I wanted to show, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.